Section 1 of Ancient Poems, Ballads, and Songs of the Peasantry of England. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information, or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Josh Kibbe. The Plain-Dealing Man. The oldest copy of The Plain-Dealing Man with which we have been able to meet is in black letter, printed by T. Vere at the sign of the Angels Without, Newgate. Vere was living in 1609. A crotchet comes into my mind concerning a proverb of old, plain dealing's a jewel most rare, and more precious than silver or gold. And therefore with patience give ear, and listen to what here is penned. These verses were written on purpose the honest man's cause to defend. For this I will make it appear, and prove by experience I can, 'tis the excellen'st thing in the world to be a plain-dealing man. Yet some are so impudent grown, they'll domineer, vapour, and swagger, and say that the plain-dealing man was born to die a beggar. But men that are honestly given do such evil actions detest, and every one that is well-minded will say that plain-dealing is best. For this I will make it appear, and prove by experience I can, 'tis the excellent'st thing in the world to be a plain-dealing man. For my part I am a poor man, and sometimes scarce muster a shilling, yet to live upright in the world, heaven knows I am wondrous willing. Although that my clothes be threadbare, and my calling be simple and poor, yet will I endeavour myself to keep off the wolf from the door. For this I will make it appear, and prove by experience I can, 'tis the excellent'st thing in the world to be a plain-dealing man. And now, to be brief in discourse, in plain terms I'll tell you my mind. My qualities you all shall know, and to what my humour's inclined. I hate all dissembling base knaves, and pickthinks whoever they be, and for painted-faced drabs and such like, they shall never get penny of me. For this I will make it appear, and prove by experience I can, 'tis the excellent'st thing in the world to be a plain-dealing man. Nor can I abide any tongues that will prattle and prate against reason, about that which doth not concern them, which thing is no better than treason. Wherefore I'd wish all that do hear me not to meddle with matters of state, lest they be in question called for it, and repent them when it is too late. For this I will make it appear, and prove by experience I can, 'tis the excellent'st thing in the world to be a plain-dealing man. Oh, fie upon spiteful neighbours, whose malicious humours are bent, and do practise and strive every day to wrong the poor innocent. By means of such persons as they, there hath many a good mother's son been utterly brought to decay, their wives and their children undone. For this I will make it appear, and prove by experience I can, 'tis the excellent'st thing in the world to be a plain-dealing man. Oh, fie upon forsworn knaves, that do no conscience make to swear and forswear themselves at every third word they do speak. So they may get profit and gain, they care not what lies they do tell. Such cursed dissemblers as they are worse than the devils of hell. For this I will make it appear, and prove by experience I can, 'tis the excellent'st thing in the world to be a plain-dealing man. Oh, fie upon greedy bribe-takers, 'tis pity they ever draw breath, for they, like to base caterpillars, devour up the fruits of the earth. They're apt to take money with both hands, on one side and also the other, and care not what men they undo, though it be their own father or brother. Therefore I will make it appear, and show very good reasons I can, 'tis the excellent'st thing in the world to be a plain-dealing man. Oh, fie upon cheaters and thieves, that liveth by fraud and deceit. The gallows do for such blades groan, and the hangman do for their clothes wait. Though poverty be a disgrace, and want is a pitiful grief, 'tis better to go like a beggar than to ride in a cart like a thief. For this I will make it appear, and prove by experience I can, 'tis the excellent'st thing in the world to be a plain-dealing man. And now let all honest men judge, if such men as I have here named, for their wicked and impudent dealings deserveth not much to be blamed. And now here, before I conclude, one item to the world I will give, which may direct some the right way, and teach them the better to live. For now I have made it appear, and many men witness it can, 'tis the excellent'st thing in the world to be a plain-dealing man. 1. In the first place I'd wish you beware what company you come in, for those that are wicked themselves may quickly tempt others to sin. 2. If youths be induced with wealth, and have plenty of silver and gold, I'd wish them keep something in store to comfort them when they are old. 3. I have known many young prodigals, which have wasted their money so fast, that they have been driven in want, and were forced to beg at the last. 4. I'd wish all men bear a good conscience, and in all their actions be just, for he's a false varlet indeed that will not be true to his trust. And now, to conclude my new song, and draw to a perfect conclusion, I have told you what is in my mind, and what is my firm resolution. For this I have made it appear, and prove by experience I can, 'tis the excellen'st thing in the world to be a plain-dealing man. End of The Plain Dealing Man.